moving on though, let's talk about Dwight Howard, man. So Dwight Howard, there's a lot going on with this man, with Dwight.
Big
Um,
Dwight.
Man, what is your thoughts? So, obviously, as most of us know, Dwight Howard kind of unintentionally came out the closet this past 2 weeks. I know there's been rumors kind of about and people saying stuff that they seen him do or alleged, but through some court documents, because he is being charged with sexual assault. It's found out that he's been he's not exactly straight. He might be bisexual or he might be completely gay. We don't know. He's not really saying specifically. He's telling people to mind their business. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But people are having mixed feelings about this because while a lot of people are saying it's a good thing that he should feel comfortable enough to come out and that people shouldn't judge him about it, a lot of other people feel away because there's a sexual assault case attached to this, and it's really the only reason why he got found out. So what do you think? You think the sexual assault should have something to do with him coming out or no?
I mean, I don't know. I think so the sexual assault thing is what I feel like everybody's more getting on him about. You know what I'm saying? But he's more putting it towards like the sexuality thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he's trying to hide that his sexuality, but not really hide it in a way, or kind of put it off to the side. But I mean, in this case, it kind of means something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have a whole sexual assault case against another man. You know what I'm saying? And the whole I ain't go cap, bro. The whole story. If you seen like the whole court document or whatever it is, bro, it's comical. It is, bro. Like,
I mean, you don't want to say a sexual assault is comical, but I get what you're saying.
That's true. The sexual assault part, like the dude, you know what I'm saying? You want to? I want to say you like kind of like, damn, that's messed up that he did that. But the whole situation, yes. I mean, you can't like, come on, bro. How do you have somebody in the closet or wherever it is and just have them pop out? You know what I'm saying? Unknowingly. And like think that's okay. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and again, it's only the first time that has been legally documented. But for a while, people have been saying Dwight has been not able to keep his hands to himself, not only with his teammates, but at clubs, parties with other men. You know what I mean? And he ignored it for a long time.
There was a whole other like somebody did a whole Twitter thread about it was this I gotta find out. I'm not good with the wording when it comes to trying not to get canceled, but like it's another like transsexual person, you know what I'm saying? And they did a whole story on Dwight and how like Dwight did them dirty and kind of like they kind of knew this was gonna like happen or come about in a way, you know what I mean? Because how Dwight Howard is. Like he forces himself or just kind of weird. And if he gets like caught or whatever, he'll, like do some dirty behind the scenes stuff, and this is all allegedly from this person.
Right. And so in like Leger wrote here, what are the details of the case? Obviously we don't know all the details, but an excerpt from an article here says, in one alleged exchange, Howard vehemently denied being gay while simultaneously arranging a hookup. Harper being the victim, Harper alleges that Howard demanded a threesome and that Howard performed oral sex without consent and later forced him to do the same. Howard denied those allegations, though, through his attorney, Justin Bailey, who asserted that Harper's lawsuit was preceded by an extortion attempt. So basically, Dwight Howard and his lawyers are saying that this is all an attempt to get some money. It's extortion. I mean, like we've heard all of that before with other, in any kind of situation like this. So I wouldn't really pay no mind to that. It's a hard thing because you don't want to say someone who's literally a victim who's trying to come forward with this information and get some sort of justice for it. You don't want to say like, oh, they're lying or they're completely making it up. But as you said, there are details in here that are just kind of like bonkers. Like, whoa, holy crap! Like he was really going in,
and that's really that's really what I want like about the story. Like the way it's told, it's like there's also two sides to the story. And
Yeah.
I know Dwight Howard, all he's really saying is that like he just likes what he likes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
he's really saying. He's not saying, look, yeah, I hit this person up and they said they was gonna come. I mentioned to them about like maybe if he did talk about a threesome, I mentioned him about a threesome with another guy, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not saying that, he's just saying I like what I like. So that just leaves it up to everybody to guess that first of all, this person is right about everything that they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we're
Yeah.
not getting to hear the full side of Dwight's story for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
So it
think
kind of just
he
leaves it up to your mind.
but that's the thing. I think what he's trying to do by default to try to steer away from the situation is
Mhm.
to act or say that he's not gay in general or not confirm. He's neither confirming or denying that he is gay. So it's like he's kind of leaving it up to you to think that, because obviously if he straight up confirms, then it already looks like, okay, it's leaning towards the victim telling the truth already, because that's just how our minds work.
Yeah.
Um, because again, like, we got to take into account here that just because he is gay or may not be gay does not necessarily mean that these allegations are true. You know what I mean? It just looks
That's what I'm
more
saying.
scandalous because, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't know of he didn't confirm or deny his sexual orientation before. So finding it out this way, just mixed with the allegations, just does not look good, I guess. It just makes it
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like he has something to hide already. So
That's
um
it's kind of mind blowing. He went on what show? Some radio show.
right.
And the guy was like, "Yo, I'm gonna start the interview off like what everybody wants to hear."
Yeah,
Like, Dwight Howard, are you
it's
gay?
not that's not what happened. The nigga started the interview and he said exactly, I don't care. Not me, not me. He said this 10
Yeah, yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah.
me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. The people want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But and my thing is like, nigga, if this is not something you want to know, why would you should have eased into this. Anybody who does interviews,
Yeah,
you should know, like, you should have built him into that so that he probably felt more comfortable or even felt obligated to answer it in the end.
true,
How
true,
you
true.
start
Like,
the
kind of,
whole interview out the gate
yeah, he
with
just
that? Like,
started off right with it. But
obviously,
to be real, my
yeah,
thing on that, like why else? There's no other reason that Dwight Howard should be on the radio. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what else was he going up there for? In his head, if I'm Dwight Howard and they're like, "Oh, come on the radio show," you think they're
right.
going up there to ask you about your basketball career right now, bro?
No. Well, you
Yeah,
know what I noticed? What I noticed, what I or
they're
lack
gonna ask you
thereof.
if you're gay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, like,
bro. Like,
I know Dwight should have seen the question coming, but I'm just mad that homie, like, he didn't ease into it at all. Like, he just out the gate. That was the first question. Like, bro, come on.
yeah, yeah,
But you know what I noticed lately in the media, though? I feel like a thing that they're trying to do is that, like, obviously you have to do damage control once this kind of thing happens. And for some people in their team, damage control is literally like not saying anything, putting everything on pause, kind of like you see with Jonathan Majors. And
mm-hmm.
then there's this other form of damage control where it's like just pretend everything is normal. Like that
Yeah,
I see some people trying to do. And I think that's what he's trying to embrace right now, is just kind of like don't shy away from the media, but when you're in the media, just kind of don't address any of this. Just act like it's normal. So
I think it was a bad move to go to that radio station if he did not want
yeah,
to answer that
yeah,
gay question, bro. Because he know
yeah.
anybody that puts a mic in front of his face, that's where they're gonna ask, like a real journalist. You're like Dwight Howard, like, are you gay? You know what I'm saying? Maybe not right off the bat. Maybe they're gonna, talk about it a little bit. Hey, so your basketball career, this, that, and the other. Hey, also, you gay? You know what I'm saying? but
Just
but
wondering.
yeah. But yeah, nah, like any interview that he does, they're gonna ask him that question. I don't get, you know what I'm saying, him going up. He should have knew that. I mean,
Yeah,
firsthand. I
yeah.
guess he wanted, he probably thought about that while he was like going to the interview, like, oh, he's gonna ask me this question. I'm gonna be like, oh, that's what you brought me up here for, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, like
yeah.
you don't want to ask me other, and then he's gonna be like, hold, because he said, hold on, if whatever people want to do with their lives, they blah blah boom boom boom, and which is true, but I mean, man's dealing with some serious
Well,
charges.
yeah, but okay, but like I said, I think when people are saying you should do what you do with your life is in relation to his orientation sexually. As far as the allegations of the assault, I think people are like, yeah, that's not cool, which is why I think some people are trying to separate themselves. And I gotta be 100% with you. I don't like what I said when the Jonathan Majors thing came up. While it's
Mhm.
possible that not all of these things are exactly true, right? I just would find it hard to believe that this person is making up everything, every single thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's been text message documents that he clearly knows this person. They've corresponded through text. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, why would they make all this up? But let me ask you this though, before we end the topic on Dwight. If the allegations are not true, say they're that, or let's they're extremely exaggerated, and he didn't really do anything technically illegal. Do you
Mhm.
think that this should have anything to do with him personally or his career? Like, do you think people should look at him differently as far as him obviously probably being bisexual, or the
Oh,
fact that he's hid his sexuality for so long? Like, what would you think about that?
so yeah, yeah. So with that one, before we get on that, shout out to Sati, new single just dropped. I'm gonna check your
Yeah, shout out to
yeah, your
yeah,
new single out. Shout out to you, man, for joining the live. But
yeah.
so with
When you come
Dwight
out to New
Howard,
York, you gotta pull up, bro. Next
facts,
time you
facts,
gotta
facts.
pull up. Yeah,
Um, with Dwight, I don't think it's gonna tarnish his career. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think anything like it's not gonna put a if anything, it's gonna do better for his career if he's with any kind of good PR person. Actually, this could actually be great for his career, to be honest with you, man. You know
but
what I'm
he'd have
saying?
to
Like
embrace it. You would have to embrace it.
he has to embrace it. I know somebody's gonna come to him and be like, hey, bro, you're gonna have to embrace this, bro. Like
But he
if
can't he can't embrace it with this attached to it though. He can't embrace it with the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
assault.
yeah. He has to
That
he has
gotta
to
clear
win the
up.
case. He has to win the case that has to clear up. And afterwards, if he embraces it, he'll probably be the most iconic superstar or ex superstar or whatever you want to call him to
Right.
be like come out like that and embrace their sexuality at that level. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it
no, I get
could
you.
be good for him if like these allegations aren't true, he beats the case and he goes on some PR run afterwards and you know what I'm saying, they embraces his sexuality. Like it could actually be good for him.
Word, yeah. Listen, these days, what I think is at least good for guys or anyone that gets into this kind of situation is that we're not in times where people are just gonna bash you for your sexuality just because you know what I mean. Because what he said, I do agree with. It's really no one's business. Like you know what I mean. Like what people want
Yeah.
to do or what they don't want to do with you know what I mean. It's not their business. But unfortunately, in his case, his situation got you know what I mean bammed up with the fact that there's a whole sexual assault attached. So obviously that's not
Yeah.
cool. But
And
yeah,
with
we're
his
definitely gonna keep.
teammates, like
Go ahead.
like
No,
what
go ahead.
Rachel
Go
said, I just want to answer that.
ahead.
With the will his teammates feel some type of way? Honestly, if I was in his
Mm,
teammates position and he was in like I'm thinking back to all the playful stuff he did, I definitely honestly would feel some type of way. I ain't gonna cap with you. I ain't gonna lie and say I
all right,
wouldn't be like, damn, bro, like was bro like hitting
all
on
right,
me the whole
but,
time type shit. Like
but what?
it'll be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It'll be weird.
All right, well, let me ask you this though, because and this is for you specifically because you played on sports teams and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
say dude was like your teammate, you know what I mean, and he never mentioned nothing. You didn't suspect nothing really, and then you found all this out. Would you feel like, as far as on a personal level, as a friend, would you feel like, damn, why he ain't tell me, or why you know what I mean? Like, would that change your
Yeah,
relationship with him?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the yeah. I mean, if we cool, if we homies, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like you said, it's none of your business, to be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I was like, oh, why you ain't telling me, he'd probably be like, cause like it just yeah, it's just what I do. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't
Right.
think that's something you wanted to hear, which is it's really not. I don't care about anybody else's sex life. So I mean, I
You are.
understand, but it's the playfulness that because I don't know if you've seen all the videos and stuff like that. He was like, I don't know if you've seen incoming joke. I don't know if you've seen Key and Peele, where the episode where he's like, everybody, what's up? Slap ass. You seen that one? You ain't seen that one? Key and Peele?
Oh yeah. I see that.
It's like slap ass.
But
So
I'm not gonna hold you. And again, I don't want to go
mhm.
too long on this, but I'm not gonna hold
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like a lot of sports players, probably, particularly in the NBA, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
There's probably a lot of guys in that locker room when they get back there, you know what I mean? Like that's, you know what I mean? They enjoy that part of the
That's
night. You know what I
actually
mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I wouldn't be surprised. And to answer Legier's question, why is the assumption that just because he's gay, he's sexually attracted to his teammates. It's not really an assumption.
I get what she's saying though.
What
Like,
it
why
is,
you think?
yeah,
Why
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but it's more of like what you see, the stuff that he did. Like there's videos of him sitting on a bench grabbing one of his teammates' private parts, private areas. You know what I'm saying? Like there's videos of that. So people are like, yo, you was playing like that. Were you like serious or how, what's up with this? You know what I'm saying? So, and even now you start looking at the teammate, but like I said, like they say, it's none of our business to be real, but you know, it's going to be looked at like that.
Absolutely. And you know, at the end of the day, there's some people, whatever your sexual orientation are, there's some people are just freaky. You know what I mean? And they're gonna often put other people around them in awkward, bad sexual situations and encounters. And I feel like more than anything, he's probably that kind of dude. You know what I mean? Like even with women, I'm sure there's plenty of women.
I think he said that. I think he said that he was that kind of dude, to be real. So
yeah,
he's just doing him. Just hey, don't go out there sexually assaulting people, man. It's not a good thing.